Let's talk about What's the Frequency, Kenneth.
Let's talk about that, Dan.
And on the from the album Monster, obviously something that resonates with me, and I remember the time very well. But let's go back to that time. What you were doing the album Monster. When and how did the idea of doing something on What's the Frequency, Kenneth, come to you? Or whom did it come to?
It came to me. I was writing a song about a generational gap and a character who's desperately trying to understand a younger generation's perspective and failing miserably at it. And the phrase, Kenneth, what's the frequency, or what's the frequency, Kenneth, as I think I turned it, represents inscrutability. It's the big question. No one knew what it meant. It represented trying and trying and trying, but not arriving at any answer. So it's inscrutable. That's what it was. But it was a phrase, as you know, it became this kind of thing. Also within the song is a quote from Richard Linklater, the director of Slackers. Withdrawal and disgust is not the same as apathy. And this described, I think, in the early 90s, the generation that was coming up, and they're kind of, there was a world-weary, dystopic kind of fuck it all feeling, I think, coming out of grunge and coming out of that generation. And this song was about someone who was really trying to tap into that and not doing it very well, not doing a good job of it.
Mike, were you surprised that he came up with something like this?
No. No, nothing Michael did surprised me lyrically. It was the fact that he could come up with that many ideas every record kind of blew my mind. And that was a kind of a musically tricky song. It didn't really lend itself to melody, as far as I could tell. But then it ended up having a very good one.
And you were such a great sport about the whole thing. I remember you coming to sound check and us performing the song together.
Well, that is still one of my more embarrassing moments, because as you know, I can't sing at all.
We figured that out in the moment, yeah.
It didn't take long.
You did great.
I still enjoyed it very much.
Well, your opinion on this may change, but of all the songs you've recorded over all these years, which one do you think, Mike, is the best known song on a worldwide basis?
Probably Losing My Religion, and only because I've got personal experience in being in weird places and hearing that. We were in the jungles of Paraguay, and it was on the radio in the middle, literally the middle of the rainforest.
That must have been surreal.
It was very strange. We were at a disco in Ein Gedi in Israel, and the kids were coming up and asking the DJ to play "Oh Life," because that was the only words they could understand. And so it was, you know, as you travel the world and you find that music being listened to by people in places that you'd never even dreamed you would go, that was kind of an indicator for me.
You agree, Michael? You have something else in mind?
No, Losing My Religion, but I mean, I hear all the people text me all the time. I heard Orange Crush, I heard Electrolyte, I heard Everybody Hurts, I heard Man on the Moon. But Losing My Religion is the one that everyone can kind of sing along to.
You did not want to do music videos.
Right.
In the beginning. Why?
Music, when I hear music, I see a landscape and I see characters and I see things that jump around. It's like Crazy Cat cartoon. I'm a visual learner like my sister, and I see music rather than hear it. So it moves me very emotionally, but it has this very cinematic kind of vista. For me, to make a music video is to steal someone of that vista. And I thought everyone experienced music the way that I do. They don't. People often like to be shown what to think about when they listen to music. And MTV, of course, became wildly successful because of that. And then people like Madonna and Michael Jackson became wildly successful because they tapped into that right away. R.E.M. took a while to arrive at it. I didn't lip sync until Losing My Religion. I thought it was fake. Everyone knew it was fake. It looked stupid to me, and we didn't want to be stupid. But what happened was we wound up, with my art school background and these guys being cool enough to let me do whatever I wanted to, we wound up working with all these amazing artists who made this really insane series of beautiful videos that really pushed the boundaries of what a music video could be. And we were able to kind of, in our own way, kind of twist or torque that world from inside rather than pounding down the door from outside.